Hello and welcome to Yasa TV. Welcome to another Watchalong. Now watching Italy versus France. Anyway, turn off studio mode. Yeah, I got the king. It's working. So the lineups are out. For Italy, it's a back three. Vicario and goal, Bastoni, Bionghi, Orni. I don't know who that is, bro. The number 4. I don't know who that is. Never seen him before. Di Lorenzo, the right side, that's centre back. Then we go to 5 in midfield. So you got the 3 in front of the defence. The left centre midfield, Tonali, Locatelli sitting, Fratesi on the right side of midfield. Wing backs are Cambiaso on the right, DeMarco on the left, Barella and Retegui are the 2 strikers. Let's see if it shows me. It shows me the France. France. It didn't show me France. It's the French one, bro. My brother, you don't show me the French one, my brother. Okay, here we go. Um, France is playing a 4-3-3. Manian in goal, Dini left back, Saliba, Konate centre back pairing, Kunde right back. The midfield 3 is Kone sitting, Guendouzi on the right, Rabiot on the left. The front 3 is Kolo Moyani on the left, and Kunku striker, and Turam on the right. Let's see who's. I think the game's gonna start anyway. Probably has started anyway. I want to make sure I know who playing. Come on, show me who's on the bench, mate. Substitutes: Bavago, Bamacano, Elise, Coman, Kante, Zai, Emery, Barcola, and Hernandez. Uh, oh my days, France 1-0 already. Corner, crossing the box, Rabiot the header. Huh, what a way to start. You know what I mean? Wow. Good, isn't it? So we won it. nice start to the game. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes that's what it takes, man. One set piece, just one thing, and the game just changes, innit? It is what it is. So far, I didn't have no score for this one. I was like, I don't know. I just wanted the game, innit? I didn't really care who else wins. I don't think Holland's in this group anyway, so it doesn't necessarily affect the group. But I know there's 3 points between France and Italy. So I know it's going to be an interesting game. But I mean, anyway, both of them need a win anyway. Nice attack. The rum on the right, making a run. Ooh, ref said he dived. Hmm. Mhm. Yeah, man. Almost 8 minutes till 1-0. No changes on the score yet. I mean, yes, the game's going back and forth, back and forth. They're all trying to score, but sometimes, you take your opportunity and score the goal, and that's what they did, quite well. So they both have one foul committed. Go straight to Turam. Good hold up play. Rabiot. Nice one. Quick. Just evade the traffic and just moving the ball straight out away from, the pressure. Kicked on Harley. Easy did. Ooh. Thing is, Tonali's not even fully fit. Like, do you know what I mean? He's not fully fit yet. So, even though he's getting game time, yeah, that year, whatever he took out, still kind of getting into that fitness. And that's even Eddie Howe's been taking him off games. I think 60th minutes or whatever is taking him off. I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna do what I done yesterday. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put the game in front of me. in case I need. That's it. I mean, even the thing like this that everyone looks good. Everything looks good for me anyway. I learned one yesterday, and I'm not sure. I don't know if they're playing again. Like, I'm trying to figure out if they're gonna play. If Holland's playing again before the international break ends. I'm not sure. Yeah, man. If you are in the building, slap the likes, leave a comment. You know what I mean? Let me know you're here, because on this streamy thing, you can't really tell if people are in the building or not unless you look at YouTube. But YouTube only tells you the concurrent viewers, so it only tells you if someone came in and left. I think this thing's behind, fam. This thing's hella behind. Yeah, gonna say. Let's see, man. Who's this? Ah, Kone. Gonna say, man. Yeah, they are kicking them a little bit. I mean, they're trying to, you know, 1080p. That's it. So far, the possessions are the possessions at 50-50. I mean, not bad though, innit? You can tell it's an even game. So the way it's working is like every time one person loses the ball, they're countering. Like one quick attacks, quick counters, quick transition, and then as soon as the other person attacks, quick transition. That's really what's happening. You know what I mean? It was quite an intense game. But even watching the England game today, I didn't expect some of the players to play. Like I expected them to play players that haven't played the game before. So I don't know why you play Kyle Walker twice. You have Livramento. Why not play Livramento and bring someone else in on right back? Knowing how much Kyle Walker got to play the games coming up and stuff, you want to have at least a little bit of, you know, like you want to have a bit of rest for him in it. But yeah, man, never know what these men are doing. So good attack from Man Kolo Muani, is it? Who else is doing this game? So yeah, Lee is live. I think a couple other people. Ah, Judge Moore's live too. Mhm. Bro, some of these people here such idiots. Like, what they saying? So someone here made a rumor up about Pogba. Like, so-called journalist. They say that Pogba's gonna go back and train in Carrington because obviously his contract got terminated yesterday. So, from watching the interview that he done with Sky Cave, why would he give no indication that he would ever return to United? Never. So where did this idea come from? Yeah, to say that you know what we're gonna we're gonna he would come back to United for any reason. He wouldn't, bro. When that rumor came out, it didn't make sense. So I thought, you know what, we just we'll let it off, have a look. When we didn't hear anything, like you know what, yeah, this might be real. And then obviously the news came out yesterday, and it doesn't make sense. Like obviously Fabrizio just basically mudded every single one of them, yeah, and just said, yo, he's not training in no Carrington, bro. He's going to Miami to train. Which makes sense for Pogba anyway. That's something he would do. Like if you told me, yo, Pogba's gonna go to Miami and that to do his thing, I'll be like, yeah, that sounds a bit more like Pogba. I mean, so I don't know what these men think like Pogba would do. But yeah, man, that was good ball carrying from I think that was Barella. Kone put the tackle in, but I don't think it was that type of tackle where you have to like you had to take him out in it. I don't know, bro. Kone's down. You put the heating on, but don't need it. Still 1-0, man. What a Tonali, man. Just tried to skip past Kone and Kunde, but didn't manage to do it. DeMarco and Tonali standing over the free kick. Come on, lads. Let's do this, lads. You know what I mean? Oh, a waste of a corner. Guy, he was completely wrongly put. Like his position was, he just almost landed on top of his head and he headed the ball. Quick counter from Italy. And he recycles the ball and it's gone back to defense. Twitter just plays where you smile and laugh, bro. But this is the thing, yeah. When they don't get what they want, seems to just taking people. Some players they just get like silly yellow cards here, but you can't even believe what you're seeing, mate. Why am I behind, fam? Dinia can usually cross them in. Let's see if he can do anything. One Dinia. Got Nkunku as well in the box. Oh my days. Oh my days. He slept. I just said it about Dinia, man. I said I told you he could take them free kicks. Oh. Oh! What a goal. What a game, man. You caught the goalie off guard, man. This is why you get rid of the ball, yeah. As soon as you can. The rid of the ball, eh? 2-1. 2-1 for France. 36 minutes, almost taking over to 37 minutes soon. Corner, taking short. Back into the box. Back balls. Mania got it. Oh my days. This is what a world class goalie does, man. Throws the ball all the way to the halfway line. I think Kolo Muani loses it. Rabio, man, always doing too much. Always doing too much. Lost the ball, crossing the box, Guendouzi clears. Nkunku. Marco is going straight into the back of Guendouzi. 42 minutes. Yeah, man, it looks good though. Yeah. France are balling out, man. Guys, they're little falling asleep. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. How can that be a foul, man? What? I don't know how this game's going anyway, man. The game's gone. Yeah. I'll tell you the time, man. The time was 43, going into 44 minutes now. How about that? Watching it on Viaplay International on YouTube. Really good game though for the neutral. It's quite intense game. The ball's going from one side of the pitch to the other. And it's nice, man. Nice game. The Bastoni guy's solid though, man. Obviously they ain't some random guy, man. They got three centre backs, yeah. They're putting three in the back. They 3-5-2, yeah. And there's like a random Ute in between the two defenders. I don't know who he is. The Italians just haven't been able to get into the game. I mean, within the first or second minute, they got a corner. Rabia scored the header. And then I think for 2-0, Dini scored the free kick top corner. What? Smashed that free kick, man. Sorted the thing out. Then went into France scored had a good counter. I mean, sorry, Italy had a good counter attack, and they just went straight for the goal, man. And yeah, ball across the box, no one to clear it, and then someone just finished. But yeah, man, this goalkeeper, man, he's good, man. Magnon. I mean, these are two good goalkeepers anyway. First half ended 2-1 for France. Or as you can say, Italy won 2 France. And yeah, man, a really good game of football, man. Really good game of football. I need to go quickly and check this game, man. Because I missed some of the Italy game, innit? What am I talking about, man? I'm talking about the England game, sorry. Yeah, I'm cooked. Yeah, so the England game. England versus Ireland. Come on, mate, show it then. Advert. The first half was dry, man. It was one of the driest first halves I've seen. Yeah, Bellingham could have really done his uncle there, man. Yeah, Kane got his little customary goal, innit? Penalty. Wait, what? A little volley by Gordon. Alright. If you're coming in, if you've just gone into the stream, I'm just looking at I'm just looking at the England highlights. I watched the first half of the game. It was so boring. I didn't end up watching the second half. So obviously, I haven't seen the news that it turned into 5-0 or whatever. I just thought, let me have a quick look at the highlights. Even though how would Bellis manage to get his goal for England? I mean, how do you end up playing for England if you're a Southampton player and your team's dying here? You're a Southampton centre back for some reason here. Because usually one of the main reasons you're getting relegated is because of your defense. Fair enough. You know what I mean? They say fair enough. Man said, how was Nkunku's performance? Ah, ya Allah. Nkunku. This guy. To be fair, yeah, he was actually alright. It wasn't bad, yeah. But like, nothing special in it. I mean, the usual Nkunku behavior, like running around, passing the ball around. You know what I mean? But, you know, nothing really wrong with his performance. You know, France's team itself is actually playing really well. So, nothing to really complain about. I'm not really complaining about Nkunku's performance. As long as he gets his game time and gets his, oh, and keeps his game going and stuff, there's no complaints, to be fair. The thing about Viaplay, man, they just keep showing you the same goal over and over and over and over. Is what it. Intercepted Kunde, and then just this is what it is about creating your chance. Sorry, just about creating a chance in it. You cross the ball in. You make sure you take your opportunity when you get one. Not everyone gets opportunities in it, so you have to make sure when you get your opportunity, take full advantage of it, which is something a lot of teams don't do in it. But yeah, man, I don't think Spalletti should be happy, man, because the way he's been cut open and stuff, yeah, crazy, man. Where's this Stadio Giuseppe Misa? Where's this? Look at where this is, man. Milan, Italy. Oh, so it's the San Siro. Oh my day. Okay, so they changed their name to the Giuseppe Meazza, which the reason they done so is because he plays us. Because apparently he plays for both teams. I was born in Milan. All right, on Google, innit? Just say you're talking about the San Siro, innit? We all know. The thing is, Spalletti doesn't usually mess around, man. His football's high intensity, committing a lot of men forward, and especially when they're attacking. I think it's one touch football almost. And seen it under Napoli with the time they won the league title, and this is nothing like it. What we're seeing now is nothing like it. The problem is with those complicated systems, you can't always replicate it because you don't have the same personnel. Sometimes you have to. This is why some managers fail because they can't always get similar personnel what they had before, innit? So each team that you have is unique, so you can try to build it as similar to that as possible. But each team will also have different ways where they're unique or better or worse. You might have a world class goalkeeper that you never had before. Or if we can look at the instance of Pep. So when he was in Barcelona, you can almost call that almost a perfect team. You know what I mean? But they had Messi. This is something not every team would have. But if you look over to his team at, let's say, let's say Man City, yeah, or even Bayern Munich, he had Neuer, where you could say Neuer, is better. Let's say, for example, Neuer is a better goalkeeper than Ederson. So you would say, you know what, that's where his advantage was. And even if you looked around, he might not be able to get a goalkeeper as good as Neuer. So it's very important that you find a different balance as a manager when you go to different clubs. And this is where obviously the big managers get paid the big bucks. When you get called in, it's not just about winning; it's also bringing whatever mentality, winning, and all the other stuff that comes with the building a squad and have being able to assemble a squad. And this is where You know, the OG managers like Mourinho, Pep, and these managers that even, still manage here. Sometimes what they do is just, especially Mourinho was one of those. As soon as he moves somewhere, he just brings the players from his old club with him. Or you've seen it with Lukaku. He does that often. You look at like Mourinho used to bring Zlatan to when he brought Zlatan to United. Or even when they move clubs, they bring him with them sometimes, and that's just to make sure they know what they can get from that player. So they know that they can rely on that player. So sometimes it's just a way of doing something just to make sure that he can be in a quick fix for a certain amount of time, and even a long term fix. Up until he knows exactly what he wants to do. And sometimes, especially if they're midfielders or goalkeepers, those positions specifically. Sometimes the managers just want someone that knows what style of football they play and understand it. Like if you look at Maresca this season, he done the same with Dewsbury. Yes, Dewsbury hasn't been great. Hasn't been no, forget about great. Hasn't even been good, but he still managed to find a way to sometimes just bring those players in because those players will help other people around them because they already understand the system. Even someone like Cassidy, for example. So yeah, man, importante. Second half has started. Let me check if it's live. 'Cause for some reason, this thing just lags backwards. It's almost like it stops or whatever without you knowing, so you just end up being behind for some. Oh, I'm tired already. Now it's gone black screen, bro. It's back. Let me just check that it's live again. Okay, 48,000 people watching. Crazy. Yeah. Still 1-2, like some people like to call it. I'll call it a 2-1. Italy won, France 2, 46 minutes, and France got the ball. The ball's on Manians, so yeah, the goalkeeper got the ball. Bro, twice he passed it to the DM. Went back to the goalkeeper, back to the DM, back to the goalkeeper. Rabiot, back heel from Guendouzi. Yeah, Kunde got tackled there. But this guy, bro, he pulled him from the back of his shirt upwards. Them Italians got no shame. Because you remember, yeah, even what was his name? Chiellini done that thing to Saka, innit? And just held him back. Nah, not you, bro. Oh, Tonali. Tonali. Bro, I didn't even know Tonali was that quick. He's not even that quick, yeah, but he just outpaced. He's at half center circle, center circle. He's not shooting. I think that's Cambiaso. Back to Tonali. Tonali waiting for the runner. Crosses into the box. And has he caught it? He's gonna. Okay, yeah, the goalkeeper got it. Bro, no one cares about your elbow, man. You're a goalkeeper. What's this? Carpet burn. Is that what it's called? It's called carpet burn, isn't it? When you move your arm or something across something and it burns your skin. Back to DeMarco. Oh, yeah. Italy's testing France now. And they need to improve it anyway. They have to score a goal and get, they're at home. You must. You must. Let me have a quick look at the group in it. Um, Show me the table, my brother. Portugal, that's Group A1 in it. Portugal's top 13 points. Italy, that's A2, 13 points, top of the group. France got 10, and that is second. Belgium, fourth with 4. Sorry, third with 4th. We're not talking about the last. Group A3 is Germany with 13 points, Netherlands with 8 points, Hungary with 5, Bosnia with 1. If Holland's playing, when's Holland playing? The 19th of November. Oh, they're playing again. Holland's playing again against Bosnia. 7:45. I might actually do a watch on of that. I enjoyed my Holland watching. So another corner for France. He didn't beat the first man. Back. Long ball. Kone. 1-2 the Rabiot. Oh, big up Sarida, man. Who you booing though? He was solo, man. I got Ngolo with me. You know what I mean? I'm good, man. I'm good. How about you? I'm just. I done a live. I done a watch along yesterday for the Holland game, and I thought I'd just try it again. I did want to do the England game. I was so lucky I didn't, because I watched the first half. It was some haram football, man. And then I just realized earlier that 5-0 whatever. I didn't watch the second half. This game started nice. I ain't never been on no work trip, so I've been lucky. I think we've just been to school trips, innit? I don't know how it works anyway. I think usually you just travel. It depends, innit? Did you do like a long distance travel thing, or was it not too far from where you live? Rabio crosses the ball in. Idiot. Why would you test? Why would you? Who tests the ball in his own box? There you go to Amazon. Ah, them ones. So you just ended up staying awake. Oh yeah, makes sense. Yeah, man. Yeah, because then it's like it messes up your sleeping pattern, innit? Especially if you haven't slept certain amount or whatever. Especially traveling back. When you get back home, just knackered. But you see me, I'm not a work trip guy anyway. Even if it was a work trip with work, I don't think I'd go. Not for me. Certain people at work, yeah. Don't think I want to go on a trip with them, innit? Till you're applying a bit of pressure now. Yeah, the game's just been back and forth, you know. I think first goal was the goal from Rabiot. Just scored straight from a corner, yeah. This like literally 2 minutes in or whatever. And then I think around the 40th minute or something like that. Dinier scored, slapped the ball from outside the box, free kick, top corner, no one can get to that. 2-0, and then I think they conceded by losing the ball. I think Kunde lost the ball, whatever. They counted quickly, crossed the ball across the box, like a tap in. I'm just trying to see N'Golo play, innit? So I just want the game to just keep going. I want to see N'Golo play. It's crazy how he plays here at this age. Obviously, I don't watch the Saudi games, innit? If I did, I would have seen it. But obviously, even if he looks like he's balling out over there, I would say, you know what? It's because the pace is a bit different. But he comes for friends and just balls out. But since the second half started, though, Italy has been, creating chances and stuff, but not taking their chances again. Uncle, Javier. I don't know how Arsenal let go of Guendouzi. What a save. Come on, clear it. Yeah, man, I had to. One of the first mods on the channel. You know what I mean? It's not like we need it anyway, but it is what it is, innit? That shot from outside the box, man. It had to be Vicario, innit? Where's Thingy, though? Man like Nkunku. Caught the goalkeeper lacking. Man. Bro, I hate this website. This Fire Play thing on YouTube, man, it just keeps freezing, fam. Stop freezing. It goes into a black screen. Come on. Another opportunity. The good thing is that they're playing with intensity. So they are trying to, you know, get their goals and stuff. And actually, both teams are transitioning the ball quick. So makes it a bit entertaining for the neutral. You don't never know who's gonna score or whatever, but let's see. Kunde cross. Oh my god. How do you mess it up like that? Another chance missed. All they do, missed it. Good run by Turan. Come on. Come on, Turan. And just kicked it. Man, don't even know where they're kicking the ball. some reason, yeah, because we always watch. What's the guy's name again? Because I always watched Turan play for Inter. I thought for some weird reason I thought he was Italian. Big up, bro, man. Big up. Welcome to the channel, man. Bro, I came to read this chat. They scored again, bro. What's going on here, man? I've missed the first goal, missed the second goal, the third goal. I mean, I didn't miss the second goal. But nah, big up to you, though, bro. Yeah, I think it's Rabiot that scored, so he got 2 goals now. It is what it is, mate. Do you know what I mean? When you take another header, another cross, and I mean the first one was obviously a corner, but this one, good header, man. That's all you can say, innit? This Vicario guy, yeah. Yeah, man got the stats. Man got the stats, you know. I don't know, bro. I don't know anything about my man. I just know he plays for Inter and supposed to be good in it, but he's a bit on and off, man. I think he looks a bit rusty when he plays, yeah, but clunky in it. But occasionally he has amazing play, and other times he's a bit, you know what I mean. But he looks like he can play, man. 3-1 France. So this then means, if I remember correctly, because I was looking at this earlier, I was looking at I think I was looking at do you mean use in terms of, do you mean Chelsea? I don't know, bro. Because with us, like, we're linked to everyone, innit? We've already been linked with Gyökeres. We've already been linked with Turkey as well. And I think we've been getting linked to Turkey for the last couple of years. Like, every time there's a bit of rumors of us trying to get him. To be fair, I just think from now on, I think some of the people that we're going to be signing kind of going to be based on whether Maresca wants them or needs them. Not going to be as much as the business signing that we have made previously. And then we also got people like um obviously Estaval come in, Santos is playing, Andre Santos is playing at Strasbourg. So we got a few players that are also supposed to be coming in at Chelsea. Obviously, Kendry Pires is going to Strasbourg after his thing ends with whatever club he plays for in Colombia, I think it is. He's going to be going Strasbourg and not coming to Chelsea. So I think for me, regardless of whether we link to certain players, to be honest, I just need a world-class goalkeeper and a striker and a defender. Like the striker, not as much. Yeah. Not like a danger zone for us. If we can go without a striker, but then we fall into the Arsenal trap where we don't have the. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Cambiasso with the shot. I think he got parried by. Got saved, hasn't it? Did he save it? He just. He didn't save it. That just went curled just about. Not enough curl on it. Yeah, man. I ain't really watched Piers as much, innit? But I've seen all the hype that he's been getting, bro. Man, they're still kids. Why are we hyping up kids? Let's see what they do when they come to us. Because even Palmer, yeah. Even Palmer when he came in, yeah, I don't even know what to expect. So now we know what we can get, what his levels are when we see him play. So It's one of them ones where sometimes just let the player come over and see what he's gonna do. Even with what's his name? Esteval Willian, whatever his name is. We still he's taking that league by storm, but we don't exactly know if he's gonna do the same for us. He might come to the Premier League and be a lightweight. You know what I mean? Because he's skinny and short. You never know. He might be struggling, bro. The good thing is he doesn't rely on his pace. But you still want to be able to see it. Yeah, Soraya is 3-1 now. Another goal by Rabiot. Another header. What a touch by Nkunga. He's really impressed me second half. Yeah, that's a really good example because I remember when he went to Leicester, he even I think I forgot who it was, yeah, but there was a Leicester player that was saying, yo, we thought he was just a little lightweight, but it's the skills and the ability what allows him to survive in the league, innit? Because it's all IQ, natural ability. It's the minute you rely on your athleticism, that's when it becomes, you know, it becomes a thing where you don't exactly know what you're gonna get. But even with him, even though he looks like he can do well, until we see it, it's one of them things, bro. You can gas up any player, bro. Comes to your club and he doesn't look anything like what you, bro. You had a lot of players, man, that have come to West Ham and never looked the way they looked before. So hard to judge it, innit? Good thing is that they're not stopping it. They're keeping the pressure going. That's it. That's it. Guendouzi kick. Kunku. Man said big man. Footy judge more hair gel. Yo, big up, bro. What kind of name is this, bro? Footy judge more hair gel. Dave. Nah. Legend, you know. Nah, that name was lit. I can't lie. I didn't even think, bro. Nah. You know what it is? I'm not even sure if I've seen this name before, yeah. I might have even seen it on like a stream, innit? But nah, that was funny, though. Big up yourself, bro. On Saliba. Yeah. This is the thing, bro. You can see Colin Moyane is just not trying to run back as quick as possible, bro. You know he's gonna make that overlap. Go and cross it. Kept him away. Man said, how cheeky would it be? Bro, there could be civil war in Arsenal, you know. Because obviously everyone's thinking, yeah, that if Saliba leaves, yeah, he will go to Madrid. they've kind of accepted that. I think most people kind of accept that because they know like Madrid, big club, whatever. I mean, we had it with Hazard, innit? But we knew, you know what, Real Madrid, bigger team than us. You know, he spent all the time with us anyway. You know, he ended it with a little, you know what I mean? He ended it with a little Europa League thing. But to get Saliba, bro, from Arsenal, well, they're higher than us in the table and we're lower than them. Like, we're not on the same phase 5 thing yet. We go and get their player, it's crazy. And then we win the league and all that stuff with them. Bro, the thing is, yeah, obviously there's different factors in it. One is would Saliba come? Two is would Arsenal sell? I mean, we don't know with the current regime in it. We don't know. Would Arteta even let him go, bro? That's the thing, innit? I know the Arsenal fans are not accepting it. One of them ones. Oh man, big up Hassan, man. Big up, bro. Currently 3-1 for France. You know what I mean? Italy's getting pumped, man. I don't know what's going on over here. Yeah, man. Rabiot got 2 goals, you know. I thought he was finished. 2 headers from crosses. I thought he was finished. Yeah, but I think, you know what it is? I think our signings, yeah, are probably going to be. We need, for me, it's a world class goalkeeper, one more centre back, and a striker, bro. I don't think we need anything else. You know what I mean? For me, I would go. Striker is easy, innit? Striker, I would go Gyökeres. But before Gyökeres was available, as in the summer, yeah, I wanted Ivan Toney. I don't really rate Osimhen in it, respectfully. I call him the Fufu Watkins. I don't really rate him. I think Gyökeres is calm. But you know what it is for us? There's 2 types of strikers here. There's one that runs forwards toward the box, and there's one that holds up the play and all that. Because remember, we used to have both. You can have a Morata, and then you can have a Giroud. Giroud plays most of his games with his back towards goals. Like the whole game, he's just with back towards goal. There's no point playing with him trying to get him to run in behind the striker. So you know what I mean. There was no point as that. So I see. I get what you're saying, but for me, S- Jackson kind of still plays as a winger, man. He still plays the striker role as a winger. Um, there's that maverick. Yeah, I don't think he has that maverick in a minute. I don't think you give him one chance and expect him to win the game for you. Innit? So for me, still don't necessarily trust him as high as I do a proper striker, bro. He still gets into certain positions and doesn't do the right thing. If you've played the striker role, then you know what I'm talking about. Because it's like you know that when the ball falls a certain way, you finish it. You hit it a certain way to get the goal. If your body position not right, if you don't make a certain run and all that, that's where you. Besides you getting chances created for you, you need to be making those runs and stuff to create a chance. You almost create a chance for yourself. And Jackson makes good runs and whatever. But cool. I'm still trying to see that though. I'm trying to see what I don't want to see from Jackson's consistency. I rate Jackson, but I want to see more consistency from him. Innit? I never thought he was ready to be the main striker. That's my thing. For me, make him the second striker. What a block by Konate, man. He's doing his thing, man. Because for me, the thing about Jackson is he's still adjusting to the role, right? So he's always going to improve, improve, improve. I mean, improving is never it's never linear. But what you need to do is, if you can put him with a striker, he can learn from it. Even now with Nkunku, the problem with Nkunku is he's not an out and out nine. So he likes to play in the 10 and all this rubbish. But we need a striker. So if you put him up, if you make Jackson a backup striker, bro, I don't get. I don't know about this year, but I feel like you can put Jackson as a backup striker, bro. Or would you not rather have someone who's better than Jackson? Or someone who is more of a finisher than Jackson? And then you have Jackson. Instead of having someone below Jackson's level, Jackson's the baseline, innit? And then you have someone that's better than him. Because I think that, what's his name? I think that Jackson can easily do the Nkunku role we do now, which he comes off the bench and finishes. The problem is Jackson has now tasted this starter role for a while. So putting him back on a bench to get someone else. This is where you get caused a bit of friction sometimes, isn't it? Because you already got Koulibaly in his ear saying focus on the Ballon d'Or and that. We might not see Jackson for a while, innit? But nah, man, that's the thing. He has to do better. For me, he still has to do better. I mean, obviously, I know that he initially came in as a winger, and then obviously when Nkunku got injured, he played up front. But for me, you should still put someone up front that capable, man. 'Cause that's how you get over the line. Like, we're not gonna have. Like, we're not gonna be that team that has 3-4 years to wait for everyone to be on that level, because you're never really sure that your team will be getting to that. We don't know that Jackson will be, you know, 3 years from now he's gonna be much better than he is now. We don't know that, so you can't bank on that to get you a league title in 3 years. Sometimes you have to do the job as well in the transfer window. So this is the thing. We all know Sanchez ain't the one. For me, centre backs, I don't know. The centre backs thing's strange because we've got so many centre backs. None of them seems to be doing their job. There's only a couple. Colwell, Colwell, I think Colwell's good, but he's sometimes on and off. Fofana he's slowly getting, like Arsenal game. He's really good in the Arsenal game. We got Cucurella and that's fine. For me, I want this experiment. You know, this Gusto at left back or right back. I want that experiment too. The thing with Colwell though, he's a bit rash. You know what I mean? He's a bit too rash. If you remember, what game was it? He got unnecessary yellow against Arsenal. If you look back at the United game, was it the United? No, it was the Liverpool game. Liverpool game. He gave away that car. He gave away that penalty. So he makes a few mistakes. I mean, he's young anyway, but you also, do I know why we can't play Cucurella and James together? I don't know. I think with James is his injury, innit? So they're still trying to manage his minutes. So, but for me, unless he wants like inverted wing backs, whatever you want to call, like people that come into midfield, yeah. But for me, I think we're better when we invert Cucurella. Gusto is not really, he doesn't really do it well anyway. And if you're gonna try to balance it out, so how about you play James and then bring on Gusto second half or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Variety. And Gusto's been good when he was doing just the normal fullback role, when he just runs to the edge of the, he just does the forward and back. The minute you get him inverting, the problem as well is that he is ruining our attacks. In terms of, if you remember all those games that we played really well in Brighton, Wolves, and some of the other games here, Palmer plays on that right hand side, but in the half spaces, that's where he goes into, collects the balls and whatever. Yeah, but when against United, Liverpool, maybe Liverpool, I'm not sure here, but he did it against Arsenal as well. He played on the left. Those 2-3 games, he's just been missing, bro. Completely missing. I think we can't play James and Cucurella together because of Colwell and his inability to defend wide areas. If his inability is to defend wide areas, how do you trust him, bro? You said you trust. You said you trusted him. For me, I get what you're saying though. For me, when it goes into the wide areas, straight away you say, "Oh," because you don't know what it's gonna happen. You don't know. You don't exactly know what's gonna happen. You're like you already know. Ah, someone's gonna mess up here. Um, Let me have a quick look at this. Please message him. Oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He just stamped on Guendouzi's leg, bro. Did he bend his foot? Just stamped on it. Oh, so apparently there's news now that's saying that potentially um they want to end up getting Jonathan Tah. Oh my days. Apparently, obviously his contract's going to be running out next summer, meaning it's going to be available for free. So they're going to try to make him their top target. He's 28, just won a title, and is ready for a big move. I mean, I know that thingy, but for me, yeah, exactly what you said in the chat, bro. This, I'm not sure about Christensen, because to be fair, I've never really been biggest Christensen because he was a bit of a bozo. When he was good though. I can't get this. When he came on the Champions League final, wow, I thought we were gonna lose, bro. When Silva came off, yeah, and he came on, I was like, yo, because he had the ability to just make stupid mistakes, bro. But for me, it's Rudiger, bro. If Rudiger's available, you bring that guy straight to Chelsea. But he's another like high intensity player, innit? We got them already. Like if you think of Rudiger's profile here, you got you got the Sassy. What's the other guy's name, man? You got the Sassy, Fofana, who are all those attacking high intensity defenders that run forward, sprint everywhere. You got Badiashile, who's a bit more calmer. Even though he makes the runs, yeah, but he's more of a calmer player. Tosin's a bit calm as well, but then Tosin's probably calm because he's slow, innit? Yeah, man. Look, unfortunately, the Sassy and Badiashile thing hasn't. I'm a bit upset about the Badiashile one though because not upset, but you know what I'm saying. I thought Badiashile would be better than he actually is now. Um, like, because when we seen him, if you remember, he was such a calm defender. Pressed the ball into the box. Tonali heads it back in. I think he was offside. Offside? No offside. Okay. One sec. Yeah, but I agree with you though. I think he'll be the one that gets sold. We always love selling a player anyway. I think he'll be one that's gonna get sold. Fofana in some ways has what a shot from outside the box. Or by Manian. But listen though, which goalkeeper would you get? With someone obviously whether they're available or not, which goalkeeper would you wanna get? Because I think goalkeeper for us is the main thing in it. I would get Shan. See the names? I'm trying to think of the names. Yeah. I might know who they look like, bro, but Lucas Joe from Lille. I need to look at him. Yeah. Leicester. Bro, it says he plays for Lille, bro. Yeah, I scrolled down a little bit. Yeah, the man already talking about the future European star and that. All right. The next one, Hermanson. Oh, Hermanson's Leicester. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I've seen this guy play, I think. Bro, he's younger than me, fam. I just misread the thing. I thought you just messed up the names, but it makes sense. Danish. But there was the couple, I think we were linked to that. What's that goalkeeper called again, man? Thomas goalie, I think he was. And I think he was one of them. Would you get the what's that game? Costa, is it Costa? And I play for Porto, the goalie. Because these, I've clocked, man, these are all young goalies, innit? Problem is, you don't want to sit and rely on them kids or put them kids in. Bro, we're just gonna have a bunch of keppers, fam. If they don't pattern up when they come to England, you're just gonna have keppers, bro. And nowadays, these goalies are not even big. Most of these goalies are like short, not even that big and that. Only a few. If you could get Donnarumma, yeah. But I don't think Donnarumma's the greatest with his feet, but yeah, I get. You're thinking about sometimes, yeah, he does do the bozo thing. But I think sometimes this is the thing. If you have a good defense in front of you, you're right. If you have if you're good as a goalkeeper, you also give the defense a lot of confidence, which can potentially, reduce the amount of pressure on our defense. The sensitive moments and the bozo things that we do, we can also kind of, the players can rely on the goalkeeper as well. This game, bro. Oh, what a save from this Maniano guy, bro. Get me this guy, innit? Just get me this guy. Moise Keane just had a shot from outside the box, I think, or within the box here. Saved again. This guy commands the area so well. Bro, this guy, man. What's he doing? Banduzi and Barella. Corner for Italy. 4 minutes 50. I think another 50 seconds gone over the time. And the game ends 90 minutes. Yeah, so I think France are top of the group, or yeah. So, I mean, it's 13, 30. They both have 13 points. I don't know why they're celebrating. The way France are celebrating, you think they won the whole nations? He saved it. Was Trubin from Benfica. You know what's mad, yeah? Obviously, I'm cool with Northside, innit? So I'm gonna ask him about Trubin. Um, there's Trubin from Ukraine as well. Oh, this Trubin guy. Ukrainian footballer. I said 23-year-old. 23-year-old. These men are all kids, man. Supposed to be proper good. Yeah, man, I'm gonna ask you. Give me all these suggestions. I'm gonna have to look into it. Bro, I ain't got. You know what it is? I ain't got enough time to look at all these footballers, man. Because there's different types of people that watch football. Some of them are like you, innit? They're like the scout. You man, look at all the players. If I ask you, who would you get as a goalie? You have a list ready and that. Bro, I watch the games, yeah. Obviously, the players you see, you kind of that stand out. You kind of have a look at them. You think about their profiles. You see whether they suit the club. But I never really sit there and have a list of all these young gems and that. I know how the club goes though. Like I agree with you in terms of we know how a club is, innit? So they've probably have a list already. But I don't think they're gonna have all these players ready to. Like I think they already have a list of players they want potentially. The players that will suit Maresca's system and stuff. And then obviously replace the players that might end up leaving. Which something you never really know, and you don't really know if anyone wants to leave yet or whatever. Um, so are you a Chelsea fan then? Would you judge more hair, Joe? Dave. I'll call you David. This is too long of a name to say, man. Proper Chelsea. Okay, proper Chelsea. That's what we like anyway. They keep trying to they keep trying to force this Jokeres to United thing, and I don't see it happening. Because I remember hearing all the sounds here. Like, oh, big up Godfrey, bro, man. We missed you today, bro. You know what I mean? Because you were around yesterday. Obviously, I messed up the stream today. Obviously, I'm using OBS, so I'm not using StreamYard, innit? And with StreamYard, it's basically proper easy to just set up a stream. You just put the name in, press OK. It just sorts the thing out by itself, yeah. So I'm there now thinking, yeah, everything's sorted because I've tested it out the day before, yeah, and it was calm. Obviously, the stream I done before, which was the Liverpool stream, I just used StreamYard because I thought, what's easy. But with StreamYard, you have X amount of hours, yeah, that you can use a month, whatever, on this free plan, yeah, and it's not even HD, it's like 720p. You can't use overlays, nothing on that. So anything you click on, it says, oh, you need to pay for it. I thought, well, I know how to set the thing up anyway, yeah. And let me just try to see how if I can use OBS. I've tried using OBS, and obviously it done me dirty yesterday. Because the internet thing just, bro, checked it, bro. 40 quid. I don't know how much now, yeah, but I've just checked and it's 40 quid. 40 quid a month, yeah, is like 400 quid something. Yeah. Like if you pay the yearly straight away, if you just pay it off for the whole year, it's 400 quid, bro. I thought it was like 100 quid a year or something. I know it sounds mad, yeah, but I was looking at it thinking everyone's using it. I thought at first I thought it was free. Then I realized actually it's not free. You have to pay for it. Then I read into it and I realized, oh yeah. And then I looked into it, 400 quid. I was like, nah, let me check this StreamYard thing. So the hard, well, not it's not really hard. The main thing about StreamYard is you can invite people, yeah, and you just have to send the link out, and it does the whole splitting one screen into two. Like if you bring on a guest for whatever, yeah. If all you have to do is sort out a graphic in the back. So if you can put the boxes already where you think it's gonna be when the camera moves, yeah. All you have to do is set out like a thing behind you, and it will just change. Now I don't know how they do the calculations in terms of like the calculations. Then where exactly do you put the book? I don't know. I can ask Vel or someone, and they'll tell me. But so it does everything for you, even scheduling stream. You can even record everything. But OBS does the same. The only difference is you have to set up like the bit rate thing, which is how much internet upload that depends on your upload speed. And there's so many things like, do you want to record your camera in 19 what's it called, 1080p, and then 30 frames per second, or 80 frames 30 frames per second. So many options, and it depending on how powerful your computer is, your um webcam and all these stuff, you can basically do, if you have like a proper strong computer, powerful computer, sorry, you can just end up doing like everything through there. And obviously OBS is free. So the only issues I had like in the beginning, yeah, was to get this chats to show there to do this, and you have to like download something on the internet and then, you know, do all this, you know, moving all these things just to get this to work. Green screen is easy, you know what I mean? So I could just switch it now to this like I had it on yesterday. Boom. I have a green screen. I found a good one anyway. So I was chilling, lighting. You come. It shows you chats. I can even change scenes. So like, just to show you guys in it, just because you're here already in it. So you can, it's, you could just, I could change my scene to this now. And then just switch it back as soon as I change. All these things, I have separate scenes for everything. And when you realize, okay, cool, once you kind of get the hang of it and know what you're doing, right, you're chilling. You don't have to, yeah, you don't have to do anything else. Like I have, obviously you guys came in a bit later, so I have like a starting soon thing. You just have to do all the edits for it. Yeah, I know him. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, you just, once you sort all that out, I think the only thing I have to sort out now is the guest thing. Once you can sort that out properly and have everything sorted for that, I'll see. Because obviously I was supposed to do the preview with Matchday Guru, but obviously I think he's in Canada, so the timings are mad. He was a bit busy. And obviously he we both didn't want to use StreamYard anyway, so I think it was one of the reasons it kind of got pushed back. But obviously I got a couple people lined up, and we'll see, man. I'm gonna try to sort that out. The Until then, I think all the match reactions still be coming out like usual. If I got a bit of time, I'll do previews as well. And I'll try to do a bit more watch-alongs, man. Because with this, you have to put your hours in it. Because all this now is just you putting the hours in and grafting, because you're not really getting paid for this anyway. And the mad thing is, you can't. With YouTube, it's crazy, man. Because You don't get, can't redirect to anyone. Yeah. Even now, like, even, I don't care if you have 2 viewers. Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to just send the viewers over to someone else instead of just shutting off the show. Yeah, but you can't redirect unless you have 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I can, usually I would probably redirect it to, I don't know, Zay Talks, Omar, any of the smaller streams, or even Hussam, anyone. To kind of make use of the thing, because if anyone still wants to watch something else, they don't know what to watch. Sometimes you can just suggest them to someone else. Then you got, um, yeah, I think you need to get, I think it's something like 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. Nah, it's not 500 watch hours, bro. It's free. I think it's 3,000 watch hours. Yeah, to get so you can get like what you can do. I think you can do memberships and super chats and that. And then you need to get 4,000 watch hours to get to get the normal monetizations, which means you can get paid from AdSense or whatever. I mean, it's cool though. Like, I'll be honest with you, I'm not really doing it like for the money. Like, you know how obviously everyone wants like to get paid, yeah. But what I'm trying to say is like when I mean what I'm doing by the money, it's like I'm trying to do it. Like, I'm doing it now as a hobby on the side, innit? And if you get paid from it, cool. But like until you do and it works out, whatever. It's just a hobby thing, innit, on the side. You don't want to rely on it too early, though. You don't want to rely from the money from it, like, too early. You know what I mean? Because if it dries up or things aren't going well, then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? You're like, yo, I'm not getting paid no more, man. But I'm pretty sure, yeah, if I remember looking, I'll look at it right now. So if I go to, yeah, so you need, okay, yeah, you messed it up a little bit. So basically, you need 500 subscribers, yeah? So if you want to be able to get memberships, super chats, and people you can connect your shop or something to the thing, yeah, you need 500 subscribers, and it has to be within a certain month. So let's say it has to be within the last year or something. So you can't get subscribers and all that stuff. It doesn't count it all the way from the start of your channel. Then, so there's 2 versions they have in it. You have 500 subscribers and you should have uploaded 3 videos, yeah, in the last 90 days. Then you need one of the following. So you and one of the following, which is either 3,000 watch hours or 3 million shorts, views on shorts. Now, I don't know how someone would get 3 million views on shorts here. I mean, unless you make those videos, yeah. You know, those AI videos, or some people like regenerate videos or make videos that aren't really created yet or whatever, yeah. We get someone to film something, repeat it, whatever. Like, they do all these weird ways to get to the hours here. You can still make, like, even some people may do like the fireplace thing. I don't know if people seen it, fireplace on Netflix. Bro, I've heard of some channels getting demonetized after being monetized because they found out that they haven't actually made the videos or whatever. I don't know how YouTube does it anyway. So the free upload thing is the easiest thing to get. Get it? So the free uploads thing is actually the easiest thing to do. One sec, let me show you this now since I'm already here in it. Let me have a look quickly. Yeah, there's nothing on here. So if I share this screen here, one sec. Let me move myself to this side. Yeah, so if you look at this now, you have, yeah, so it tells you to choose, you have to reach one of these 2. Obviously, this one's the easiest anyway, to get this amount, yeah. Not really thinking 3 uploads, we don't even look at that. That's what I'm saying. So obviously, then it's about getting the 500 subscribers on one of these. Bro, 3 million is crazy. If you can get 3,000 views. I mean, watch hours. You're chilling. And I've realized, obviously, doing live streams is way better than doing like the match, the match reactions and all that. And so unless your match reaction blows up or whatever, yeah. The good thing is with those, the reason I do those is just to keep consistent. Um, One's consistency, two, the content's already there. Doing football is actually easy. So, like the way the watch hours work is like, so 1 hour, 1 hour would be 60 minutes. So let's say there was two people in the chat. So you and Soraya, for example, you're in the chat, and you watch 2 hours of my content, or like an hour. Let's say an hour each of my content. That would be what, 2 hours, and that would come up as 2 hours watch time on my thing. You've watched an hour each, innit? So that would be anytime you jump in and out, it counts the minutes of each person. And then it shows, yeah, that okay, cool, you've done these amount of minutes each, and it adds it up, and that's how many of watch hours you had in one video, yeah, or even one live. And it does the same, so it counts. It actually calculates exactly how many minutes a person's watched your video or your live, and then if there's 10 people, then it's 600 minutes. If it's, you know what I mean, and it changes that to what hours. It adds up the hours, innit? So the more views you have and the longer they've watched, yeah, yeah. Or if you have 40 people, or yeah, to look, yeah, exactly. You've done the right thing. And then if you go down, this is the one, innit? So this is, you obviously need to get 1,000 subscribers, and this is the one that gets you the ads and all that. That's how people. That's the one everyone really wants, innit? You get paid from the Google AdSense or whatever. And if you go down here, there's 61 subscribers. I mean, that's what I got now. You need 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours, and whatever you had before. If you do shorts, yeah, 3 million. You need to get 10 million. You know what I mean? You need to get 10 million watch hours on shorts. So that means that whole period, yeah, you just grinding, bro. You just working. So obviously shorts, some people obviously they get mad views here. Or they probably get 10 million views on one of their things. And that was just straight monetized, whatever. If you're famous, you already have a platform, so people already know you. You just gotta direct them to a certain platform and boom. You know what I mean? 10 million views, whatever. And with the shorts, innit, depending on um what you're doing in the shorts community thing, yeah, it could suit you, innit, where everyone's interested, everyone's watching. Yeah, it is, bro, 100%. Yeah. It is basically free work, but in some ways though, it is a way of testing to see whether I'm serious or not. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, cool, we can get him paid, but he can just come and leave. It's the same at work, innit? You know how they do. Sometimes you can get a job, you can only get 2 weeks. You know, we'll try you out for 2 weeks. If it works, then you get the job. And there used to be places that would just fire you in 2 weeks, and oh nah, we don't think you're good enough. I mean, or you don't suit our whatever. So you know what? Come back. We're looking for someone else again. So yeah, man, it's just, this is what I'm trying to say. Like the YouTube thing, I'm not gonna lie, it's easy, but it's not easy, innit? It's a hard one to explain. And when you watch other people do it, it's easy. It looks very easy. But when you actually see what's going on and you realize you have to do your own thing now, own ideas, everything, then it's what it is. But as long as you have a plan, then it should be alright. The good thing with football, there is always football. Like, the good thing about this niche is that there is always football. Like, I could have been doing nothing now. Like, in general, yeah, you'd have been nothing now. So, like, when you doing this now, like, cool, there's international. boom, I can do a watch along, or I can do this. Or if I don't want to do a watch along, yeah, I could have done a match reaction and just come on, film the reaction, posted it out, and left the house. So the good thing is that you don't have to look for content as much. Like there's some of the YouTubers that are big, like you've probably seen them. Those people that I've surprised my mom with a new car, or I've surprised my mom with this, or I've built a new house, or whatever. Yeah, they start well, but then what happens is they have to keep building up. They have to keep finding another thing that's better than what the thing they done before. So they have to keep getting creative. But it's hard. Then it just gets harder and harder and harder because now it's like you're on Mr. Beast thing, innit? Closed airplane this and airplane that. And at some point, it's almost like you're reaching a ceiling with the thing. So you're either going to keep repeating and people are going to get bored because you haven't reached higher levels than you done before with the video, yeah? You haven't gone crazy than what you done before. Or you just find something that's already good and you're trying to keep it a bit more consistent. Well, this is the thing, like football brings us the content, bro. It's so hard to explain. Team like Arsenal lose, we got content. Arsenal wins, we got content. Chelsea wins, we got content. You know what I mean? You know, the ref does a mad thing, we got content. Do you know what I mean? Like we don't even have to think as much. It's just how do you present it to the audience? As long as you have as long as you're likable, whatever. But for me, the most important thing, bro, is just being honest, fam. You know what I mean? Because I'm not gonna lie to you. I think if we just do the positive thing, bro, we can all get views, bro. Anyone and anyone can get views. You know what I mean? Because nowadays everyone got that. You just tap into that audience overseas that don't actually know about being honest when it comes to the football thing. They just believe like anything you say against the club, you hate them, innit? That's how they look at it. There's no way you can say anything negative about the club, regardless. Man said vibes, you know. Man said Jigglypuff, bro. Bro, but that's the thing, though, bro. Like, I remember Babs, yeah, from the AFTV days, like back in the day. You know what I mean? And when they get the views and, bro, like, you should just watch his Twitter, bro. For me, this is the thing, yeah. I got, I got that thing in it. What do they call it? The ick. When I see Babs on Twitter, bro. I don't even follow him, bro. Man's there talking about our club, bro. I'm like, bro, you listen. You wanna lie to your fans, bro. You wanna say whatever you wanna say about your fans. No one cares, innit? Do your thing. But don't mention my club, bro. It's the thing. No point. But with them, it's just about riling up the fan base. You know what I mean? It's about riling up the fan base and staying controversial and that, bro. It's dead, man. It's for me, this is the thing, yeah. I just wanna have my community. Do you know what I mean? Just chilling. Everyone's calm. We're calm with the other communities. It is what it is. You know what I mean? And as long as if you tell the truth, that's when your club can actually improve, bro. This delusion thing is not gonna get you anywhere. I don't remember him actually coming on Shameless. I don't remember. Maybe he has actually come on, but I've seen him on so many different things, bro. And I don't actually remember him going on there. But there's even some people. I don't care that they're bigger than me anyway. But there's some like streamers, bro. They come on the internet, and it's like they want to act bad, man. You know what I mean? I'm the one. I'm the best. Da da da. Whatever. Cool. Like, but behave like you are normal, innit? So that means you're not really putting up a persona. It's you. You know what I mean? But some of them want to have two personas, and then we seen that from Babs as well, though. When he was on Northside stream, she came in, tried to say I'm a nice guy, I don't do this. Then he tried to threaten him. Then it is, bro. What happened to keeping the same energy, bro? And I mean, just stay honest, be you. Everyone's gonna rate you for who you are, and you're chilling. You know what I mean? And people respect you because you actually being you. Like for me, when watch people, yeah, I can. It's always weird, but I can tell when someone's not being real and that. Like my senses just tell me. I've done security. Yeah, I used to work at places, shops, and sometimes shops, sometimes conference centers, and that. You had to see. You had to be able to spot when someone's gonna steal. At some point, me and my other workmates, bro, we used to look and guess he's gonna steal. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't even a oh he's black or white, whatever. No, no, no. It was we used to look at your behaviors, bro. So we used to just stand by the door or whatever. And if we felt like there's something, we used to steal. So at this point, me and my workmates, we used to look at each other and like, look at this, bro. We obviously don't bet on it's haram. But we used to look at each other and say, hey, watch, he's gonna steal. And obviously I worked in football stadiums as well. So you had to be able to spot if someone had something on him that he can't have on him. So I remember like having younger kids, yeah, they had like, but obviously within football stadiums, you can't bring in bottled water, for example, yeah, bottle of waters, but you know the caps with the caps, so like the lids on them, innit? So you can't have this. So what you do is you take off. Obviously, you can't see it because of the thing. Obviously, the lid of the water bottle. You'd have to take this off and walk into the stadium, innit? Because if you threw this at someone, obviously, especially if it has water in it or a drink, yeah, it can hit someone's head, innit? So it's a danger. You can't have cans on you. And obviously, you can also not have all those other things on you, like um, what's it called? You can't have those bottles and like even the other things with the flares and all that. You have to make sure you don't have anything on that, like knives and that. We've caught people all the time that have things in their pocket. You know what I mean? And they'll do this quick pat down and you try to get away with it. Some people try to get in without tickets. So we had to be able to spot potentially there's an issue there. And some people you see by their energies, even when we worked in hospitality, which is the boxes, the executives, whatever, yeah, you'd have to tell them to empty their pockets on the table. And I remember actually, some people would look at you sideways when you asked them to put it on the table. Why me? I'm like, bro, everyone's doing it. It's not just you. Just take your things out of your pocket, put it on the table, show that your pockets are empty. We just want it to be safe for everyone else, bro. And if you're being difficult, we'll just pick you up, bro, and dash you out. You know what I mean? So, but that's the thing, though, man. I remember him coming on Lee's streams back in the day. He used to go on Rance's stream, on the Rance's show and that. And this is the thing, yeah. One of the reasons why you grow your following, yeah, I've noticed over time. Like I'm looking at it from the way I used to look at it. If I saw Henry Wright, for example, on Rance's channel, you know what I mean? You look and you think, yo, he's actually cool. Like, think about some of the people that you see on Northside's channel, Husam's channel, the Bridge. You know, all these people that we see on other people's channels. Yeah, their part of their following comes from being on Husam's channel. Yeah. But people realizing that they're actually very cool personalities. I'm not saying yo Husam this whatever, yeah, but people actually noticing that they're cool personalities, and people said the same about Henry at the time. They were looking at Henry saying, "Yo, he looks like a down to earth guy. He's cool. He's doing his. I mean, he's just unfortunate that he's a Tottenham fan." And then I ain't heard anything since, bro. I ain't even seen his videos, bro. I looked at Lee a couple months back, bro, and I thought he was talking. He even went to Lee's house. I remember he was doing the streams together and all that. Now he looks like he's on crack, bro. So I don't know. And the man are just lying, bro. Arsenal's scary, bro. Do your thing, innit? Do your thing. But at the same time, yeah, we don't know man's situation. Innit? Like, we don't know what's going on with him, his life, and all that. It's easier to say things about him, innit? But sometimes you find out after the fact, innit? That's the thing about life, though. Sometimes you find out things about people after, innit? So I don't like to be that guy who just gets too ahead of himself speaking about other people in that sense without knowing exactly what's going on in it. If you're not privileged to know, this is what it is, man. But it is sad though, seeing some people just sell out. Yeah, you see me, yeah. I rate you see me, I rate those people, yeah. Was like I rate it out to a certain extent. But you see me, I don't like the people that are wrong and strong in it. That's what they call them, wrong and strong, bro. I don't rate those people, bro, because he he could have found like you didn't have to tell him that he was wrong. He could have known he was wrong for time. He was wrong like ages ago. Get what I'm saying? Like we all knew he was wrong, and then he still says certain things now, bro. When you realize, yo, listen, my bro, your club's in the dust now. Your club's suffering, bro. It has to go for him. It has to go all the way down to the gutter for him to realize, oh, actually, there's an issue. Cool. I don't hate, like, I'll be honest, I don't hate Arsenal fans, innit? It's just, it's funny, it's sweet, whatever, when they lose, because they're always annoying. But, like, I'm cool with people, though. I'm able to separate the fan and and the person, and a lot of people can't do that, bro. Even even speaking about other teams, I don't have this thing where I have a like hatred, bro. I can't speak about West Ham. I can't speak about this guy and that team and whatever. And if you ask me a question about Arsenal, I'm just gonna do, the agenda thing. Nah, man. You know what it is? Because I'm a fan. Like I'm a football fan first and foremost. And for me, I like football, innit? So if you ask me a question about Arsenal, I'm looking at it also from my perspective as a Chelsea fan, or what I would have done if I was an Arsenal fan. So the reaction you're gonna get from me is always gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I said there on Lee's channel from time ago, yeah. Like I've said on Lee, I think it was Lee, was it Lee? I think I sent him a super chat or something. I'm not sure. I said, I think it was either before the transfer window. I don't know. I need to have a look around. Honestly, I said Arsenal are not making top four this season. Yeah. I was getting cooked in the comment section. And it must have been before the summer ended because I said they never had injuries. Like, remember, obviously last season we had some mad injuries as Chelsea fans, didn't it? Looking at Arsenal, I'm like, cool, played good football. You have not taken the opportunity to actually win the games while everyone else is down, innit? So I'm like, cool, yeah, you can get away with it once, you get away with it. It's not going to be every year you get away with it. So you got to this now third year, whatever. And I was like, cool. I would have put Arsenal, yeah, I would have put Arsenal in danger. For me, they were scary. If they actually went and got a striker, got a midfielder, whatever it was it DM or whatever, t- get someone in the 10, you would have been calm. I think for me, I think when I saw that, I forgot his name, man. When Eddie took ages, he had to just sign Marino. I was like, it's over for these man. It's over, bro. You don't get that much time. You don't get that much time. Th- Yeah, but you don't get. This is the thing, though. Like, if you don't upgrade on your team when you need to, and then people start leaving or whatever, you reach this. This what happened here. Arsenal went up. Didn't actually win when they got to the top. Close. At some point, it's gonna go back down. So if you don't keep the levels up, you don't get that consistency, innit? Yeah, but you can still win games when you're 10 man down, though. That's I see what you're saying though. You don't want to be 10 man down, regardless. But the issue was not like you were playing well with 10 men, and sorry, with 11 men, and then when you went down to 10 men, you had to improvise. Now, could you potentially get over the line in a game with 11 men? Yeah, we've seen it. I think it was against Leicester, where you were behind or whatever. You ended up coming back. It can happen, but is it consistent? No, because for me, because you've played the way you've been playing football hasn't been sustainable. There's this thing where you just, it's not gonna work, man. I mean, you did need a striker. For me, it was a striker. I think that was the one. When I saw you messing about with Sesko, not getting Sesko, I was like, ooh. I didn't rate Sesko anyway, but I thought, yo, Arsenal just needs a striker. If you got a striker, you'd have been calm. But when I saw you not getting a striker, um, for me, like, you have to just take your chances. Like this season, I think you can turn your season around if you get what did you get? You It's what you do in the transfer window for me. You get the players you need. But they got Trossard though. Like, I rated Trossard, but which winger would they get? Which winger would suit Arsenal? Striker, cool, you can get any striker. I'm not really fussed about it. I don't think Arsenal needs a specific striker. They just need a striker. But getting a striker kind of doesn't make sense, bro. Because what obviously I would bench Havertz in it. Nico Williams, yeah. The problem, but do you think Nico Williams is better than Inaki Williams though? His brother? Yeah, I heard this. I heard this. I'm thinking, I'm like, I think they want to expand the seats to 60,000, isn't it? So from you moved to the Emirates, got the new stadium. I think that's the new stadium, obviously. Barely really won things besides the FA Cup, and now they want to expand it again. This is the thing, man. For me, Arsenal fans here just need to protest. Like, I know it sounds strange here, but bro, you need to you need to progress. Like, we need to protest ASAP. Because it's not just the manager. Not just because this is the thing. There's another misconception that if another manager comes in, uh, if another manager comes in, he has to start from phase one, bro. You know you don't, bro. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, man. Big up to you. I didn't even know it was that early, man. Oh yeah. Nah, nice seeing you in the chat, man. Have some rest. I'll see you in the next Watchalong live, wherever, man. Thank you for passing through, man. For me, what was I saying? Yeah, the stadium thing, man. Yeah, man, the stadium is mad. Like, it's just a PR stunt, and everywhere you look. Because for me, the manager, even if he leaves, you have a good enough base where another manager can do what they're doing at Liverpool, innit? Where you have a good set of 6 players, 7 players, so you have most of your things there. He can get a couple players he needs and take it to the next level, innit? I wouldn't say you got a level of what we have at what they have at Liverpool, innit? You don't have world class players and whatever. But for me, it's like for me, yes, the manager. I never really trusted the manager. Like, if I trusted the manager, I wouldn't have said, winning the league 3 times in a row, and it's almost the third one's almost looking like it's gonna come through as well. And I wasn't saying it to laugh, to be honest. I was more saying it because I didn't trust it. Because this is the thing: when Liverpool was scary, even though we were Chelsea fans, bro, I was saying they were scary, bro. City's been scary. I mean, if Arsenal was scary, I would have said Arsenal's scary, bro. But I mean, and that's why for me, It was a bit weird, man. We should be the one getting the stadium. I don't know what's going on with the stadium, bro. You know what I mean? I thought we were about to get a stadium time ago, but now it's not even looking like we're getting a stadium. But that was part of the thing, though. For me, that was part of it. Arteta, yeah, because we saw the way he played football. I think it was in his first, so the first challenging. Forget about whatever he done before or the challenging. I think he won the FA Cup. That was half Emery, half his whatever. Yeah, he won. He didn't. I think eighth, fifth, whatever. One of them. He done that. So forget about that. But the first year he challenged, we didn't expect him to challenge. He challenged. He played very good football. Yeah, one of the best attacking football players, like ways of playing we've seen in a bit from that team in the recently. Yeah. And I haven't really seen anything else from him. This is the thing about him. I haven't really seen anything else from him. Like I've already said it. I think Godfrey heard me say this before on um Northside channel, and I said it to him. I said, bro, it just looks like it's just a team. Just he just tries new things every year. How can I respect that though? You know what I mean? You have a way of playing. Stick to your way of playing. It doesn't matter if you haven't won. Could you say the first way was better? Probably. Could you say the second way of playing was cool? Yeah. But he just messed up, man. He messed up. Exactly. Bro, you said it perfectly, bro. He is the one he's not the one that gets you over the line. So I'm saying, bro. But because this is the thing, bro. With Arsenal fans, they think, yeah, and I'm not having a go at like anyone here in the chat, but I'm just saying in general, yeah. Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans, United fans, yeah, they all had one manager that was, what's it called? That was there for ages, innit? And for me, one of them ones, innit? What's going on with this? Yeah, give me a sec. Yeah, so for me, it's just a different one, man. For me, it's like the manager part of the problem. The club's part. The club is just messed up as well, man. Because for the club, it's just about getting top four, and it's sad, innit? Like you and I, are obviously Chelsea fans. Bro, with me, I can't. Yes, I'm giving Maresca time, but I'm not doing. Even saying it is messed up, yeah. Because we know how we are, innit? For me, I didn't want Maresca, as in when he came on. Like, when I heard about him gonna be the manager, no, sorry. When I was being asked who do I want as a manager, Maresca was on in my mind. Then I only heard about him because I knew someone who's a Leicester fan, whatever. Yeah, but I wouldn't want him, bro, at the time. But I wanted Flick or whatever. And obviously, like you know what, we got some players. We need coaching though. Here's what it is. The good thing about us is that we're willing to get rid of the manager within 1 year. Those other clubs that I was calling earlier, they used to have one manager. So they used to having Ferguson, Wenger. You know what I mean? Even with Liverpool, yeah, they've seen it recently where they've had Klopp. They've given Klopp time and it worked. So with some of the fans that are looking at it now, yeah. So Arsenal fans are looking at Klopp's thing. They knew about Klopp's thing worked. They gave him time and it worked. So we give Arteta time and it looked like it was gonna work, or the signs of it potentially working. So we're on the right path in it. But bro, you need to have the right backing. You need to have all this, bro. All you already need to have the players. With Liverpool, it's gonna go downhill soon, bro. Because with Liverpool, yeah, Gravenberch seems to be a DM, but he wasn't supposed to be a DM. But he has the ability to play in DM. So when you have a football ability, you can be put somewhere which isn't really a position, but you can do a job. So right now, Gravenberch's doing a job, a really good one, very very good one. But doing a job is not always enough, bro. Bro, I think Klopp had the UCL in 3 years, bro. Something like that. He had the thing quick, and then he only spent 300 million or 400 million, I think, at the time. So it's not like he spent 800 million still trying to win the league. Cool, yes, they won the league, and it was a COVID Cup, whatever. And even I remember that because they won the Champions League the year before they won the league. The year they won the Champions League is when, obviously, that season when Ajax was on the run. In that season, bro, obviously Man City went out to, was it Tottenham? Yeah. So fuming. Remember Sterling scored, they weren't through offside or whatever. Yeah. He was angry. When it kind of started a bit badly for him, man said, "Wow." Man said, "Yo, I'm gonna focus on the Champions League." That's what Pep did. That's why it was partly easier for Klopp to win the league because Pep really had his eye on the Champions League. At that point, he's already won it a couple of times, whatever. It wasn't really the thing, innit? But when you see Pep focus on the league, bro, he's doing it. You know what I mean? So we need to count inflation. That 400 million is the same as it. Oh my. So, but it's the players they got though. The players they got. You see, anyone that runs can really play for club, bro. If you run, you can play for club. Maybe if you have a bit more spice to your running, you have a bit more, other attributes that you can add besides the running, you can do a job, bro. This is why a lot of the midfielders that they have now are balling out, but weren't balling out last year was because of the system, bro. Because you see, what's the guy's name, man? Gallagher would have been perfect for him, bro. Gallagher would have been perfect. This is the thing, yeah. Gallagher could have been the Henderson, you know what I mean? Or even put him in DM, he just give you a good shift. He would have looked good. Because this is the thing, yeah. Soboslai last season, when he had Klopp, he would look good. They were saying, "Oh, Soboslai, we got a good player, blah blah blah." You know what I mean? He's running and da da da. They were calling Gravenberch rubbish. They were calling Gakpo rubbish. You know what I mean? McAllister was good anyway. Now they're calling Gravenberch very good, but Soboslai is rubbish. The reason they're calling Soboslai rubbish, all he does is run. All he does is run. That's how your system was last season, though. Under Klopp, you were runners. And the reason Klopp didn't win all these trophies that he was supposed to win, he done partly an Arteta, where he's doing his squad dirty. So he's running him into the ground with the way he's playing his system, yeah. But obviously, it's not the Arteta one's not a system problem. It's more him. He's purposely doing it in terms of he keeps playing the people, whatever, yeah. But if you speak about what's the other guy's name? Klopp. His system was demanding, bro. So if you were one of those people that was, being in that system, you needed rest, bro. Our system should have been the way. I mean, sorry, the club system should have been to have our team that we have now, the two squads thing. You can just pop someone in, pop someone out. You could get the same level of quality. He didn't have that. So he had a weak bench, technically a weak bench, and he had players that were just playing year after year after year after year, and then he'd have a year fall off, and then you're only winning one trophy. I mean, sorry, one title and one Champions League. Cool, it's good, especially after having not won a trophy, the league for 30 years and Champions League for ages, whatever. But he could have won more, man, because his legacy as a manager He could have been like one of the greatest. And now they want to try fit him in those conversations with only one league title and that. No. My main thing in general, yeah, has always been the way people rate players now. That's it. Like for me, I don't rate certain players, innit? And you can, because this is a bit weird, yeah. You can look at a player and say, yo, this player is good because you've seen certain qualities from a player. So what I mean by that is you look at the qualities of a player and you say, okay, is his first touch good? Does he receive the ball well? Is he aware of his positioning, awareness? Does he know where the danger's coming from? Can he track his man? The basics in football. If you have the basics, usually everything else is a bonus. But it depends on what position you're in. Certain things you need more than others. The problem is people don't understand all that. A lot of people on the internet haven't even kicked the ball in their life before, bro. For some reason, those are the ones that have a channel and whatever, and they've never played football in their life. But that's why they use GA to back the argument. It's stats. So stats means fact, which means it backed my argument. You have players that score goals, but they are rubbish. So for me, I rate players how we used to rate players when I was younger. Yeah? How they always used to rate players. For me, it's natural ability, technical ability first. Those all go together, yeah. Then it's GA. GA is last because no one cares about Maradona's GA. No one cares about Pele's GA. Oh yeah, he's 1,000 goals, whatever, because it was a thing in it. But the people we rate, yeah, Ronaldinho, bro. I don't know Ronaldinho's GA, bro. I don't know Ronaldinho's GA. So what's the point of me? What? Because I don't know his GA. I'm gonna say he's no rubbish. Exactly, bro. So for me, the eye test comes first. You look at decision making and all that stuff, yeah. A GA is bonus, and that's why I don't really hear this Salah and Hazard argument, yeah. Because we all knew how terrifying Hazard was in the league, bro. Regardless of how dead our team was in one of the years or whatever, yeah, during the time, you knew how Hazard had always something. He's always gonna do something, yeah. I remember when he got man marked by that midfielder, bro. Forgot who it was. I spoke about this a couple of days ago with someone else, yeah, but Mourinho stuck that player on him and told him mark him. Man ended up getting a red card and left. Salah, he's an amazing goal scorer, bro. Even when he was on the club, he wasn't a great goal scorer. He was scoring the goals, but he had to take 4, 5, 6 chances for him to score. Sometimes we'd miss sitters, whatever, yeah. But because the amount of volume of chances that they create in Klopp's system, he's able to still get 3 goals even though he's missed. He had 6 chances, 3 goals, 3 misses. But it's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. He's still getting the goals, still getting the numbers, bro. And his numbers are undeniable. But for you to say that Salah is better than Hazard, you'd be lying, bro. You have to be lying, bro. Because if you've played the game, yeah, and you've played on the pitch with people, yeah, and you've played different teams or whatever, you've played at different clubs, trained different ways, whatever, yeah. Like, when someone has something no one else has. When someone can do something that no one else has. Having that technical ability, even the skills. A lot of people say when you see someone do skills, what do they call it? A static merchant. Brother, not everyone can do round the world. You know what I mean? Not everyone can do a flip flop, whatever they call them, skills and whatever. Not everyone can do that, elasticals, and not everyone can do that. There's a reason why that person has 5 stars and you have 4 stars. Because it's a skill. Not everyone can do that. You should be rated higher in the basis that you can do something that not everyone else can do. But nowadays it's how many assists, brother. On wing, like, I don't know. It's changed a little bit now, yeah, because of some of the systems and wingers score more goals now, whatever, yeah. But before, Your winger's job is to beat their man. As a winger, your job is to beat your man and cross the ball into the box for your strike. The goals count for your strike. When you look at a striker's numbers, you're looking at his goals, not his assists. You're not really looking at his assists. When you talk about, what's the striker saying? Yeah, 15 goals this season. They don't tell you about how many assists he got. No one cares about his assists, bro. Do you know what I mean? Fullbacks, no one cares about how many assists you got, bro. Really. Do you know what I mean? How good do you defend? That's the thing. A lot of people just don't know. They just want to say, this, and that. Nah, man. Listen, man, I have work tomorrow. Sort some stuff out as well. Big up to everyone. You know what I mean? Hopefully, it was a nice watch along, almost 3 hours. So all I need people just slap the likes, subscribe, turn the bell notification on just to make sure you get the notifications when I'm live. I mean, some people obviously missed the watch along today as well. Maybe they didn't get a notification, whatever, but it is what it is, man. At the end of the day, I like seeing, you know what I mean, seeing everyone in the chat, whatever. We'll have a proper conversation probably. I'll see probably this time, sometime this week, because we still got international break. We'll see, man. I'll find the topic and we'll speak over it with the chat. But yeah, man, big up to everyone. It was a good watch along. Obviously, Italy got beaten by France. And yeah, man, I'll see you guys soon, man. Big up to Godfrey. Yeah, big yourself up, man. Nice to see you on here today. And yeah, man, enjoy. Have a nice day. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, man. Peace. Stay safe.